My name is Heath. This is the LG 360 cam with the latest update. As of the date this is being uploaded to YouTube. Um, and having done a previous picture taking and some video, I've come to the conclusion that the delay, it's not the camera that's wrong or that has glitches or is being manufactured wrong, but it is the what's the word I'm looking for? The update itself is causing a white balance issue between the front and back camera, and uh, that is resulting in, well, I think probably inferior shots in comparison to the camera the way it was out of the box. Now, granted, this update is only supposedly a couple of months old. Feels like it's much older than that, but maybe because it's been plaguing me for much longer, it seems, or much more shots than a couple of months. But we're gonna see how this looks out. I think you get better response, better action, better performance is the word I'm looking for to this. Essentially outdoors versus inside. Beforehand, on the previous camera, over the previous update with the camera, both cameras had the same white balance, but there was a, right around here would be the seam essentially would be a darker line. They seem to have gotten rid of that darker line, but they've made essentially one camera darker than the, one camera's picture darker than the other, as opposed to keeping just the darkness of the line there, which is not, no, it's not an improvement. My concern being that the LG 360 cam is now several years old. It's getting rather inexpensive on the internet, on Amazon especially. I think it's $100 to $125 depending on where you find it. I actually saw it on a deal thing for $75 somewhere. And I'm using a hand stand or a hand holder for it here versus the typical built-in thing. I lost the second one. The first one fell on its face from the wind, blowing over the tripod. So I got a sturdier tripod. The second one has up and disappeared. It's been gone for 2 weeks now. I can't find it. I looked all over my car, looked all over my house. I think it fell on my parkade on a car lot somewhere and got stolen. This is the third one. I'm tired of losing them. So I have constructed a means to not lose it. This is the default case, or not the default, just the standard capsule case that covers the camera under most circumstances. I had some 3 GoPro camera attachments still left over. One of them, which was a helmet attachment, which is made of 3M sticky tape that does not want to let go of things. It can't, because I mean it wouldn't be a very effective mount for a camera to a helmet if it would let go of the helmet very easily. I have attached to it one of the attachments that allows you to kind of swivel a camera around a bit or adjust it, but it had a hole in it, and that allowed me to put a lanyard from one of my amazing Corsair flash sticks from years ago on it, along with a click and dig beeper. So if I ever lose this thing in my car or in my house or out and around somewhere, I can get the click and dig beeper and walk around and press the red button and get this sucker to beep on its own. On top of that, it has a lanyard on it, so it gets kind of hard to lose. It takes up now much more space in my pocket. It's much more obvious when it's there, when it's not there. It's much more obvious to see because it's brightly blue. It ought to make things much better, much harder to lose. In fact, everything I've ever attached to a keychain on one of these beepers, I've never lost permanently before. I've always found it. It's a very effective beeper. This is Click and Dig brand. There's sponsorship for you. Anyways, I'm done with the test. We're gonna see how off it looks now. See you guys later. Bye.